So welcome everyone. Um, Welcome to my channel. Okay, so thank you for your continued support. Yeah. So today, on a quick note, today I just want to show you guys a little bit of a tutorial on, let's say you have a document. Let's say it's a thesis, so it's your research. Yeah. So briefly, I'll be making short videos about Word or the power of Microsoft Word Office. Okay, so today I'm just going to show you guys how you can create a table of content. So today is about creating a table of content. So let's say you have this document. So just have a short document. Today it's just like about let me say it's just 2 pages. Okay, 2 pages, but you can have depending on the usage you can have a lot. Okay, so depending on your usage you can have a lot of pages. So just for illustration purposes, let me try to let me say, okay, I'm trying to increase the number of pages so that at least we can have more number of pages, so that at least it's next time I think I'll come up with, okay, so let's say we have our document like this. Okay, so this is about 4 pages. Okay, great. So our document is what, 4 pages. So now we want to create a table of content, and this table of content should be at the beginning. So first thing first, let's insert the page where we want to create our table of content. So our table of content will be on this page. Okay, so table of content, so we want to generate this. Okay, there are other people who like they'll they'll wait. First of all, they'll wait after finishing everything, then they start writing manually introduction dot page 2. Yeah, you know, that is a little bit old school, and it's a little bit hard for, let me say, if you have a document, let's say a document has 500 pages, it becomes a little bit challenging to come up with a table of content in that case. So how do you do it? So first thing first, you need to create headings. So you create headings for your document. Okay, so let's say this so let's say this is chapter 1. Let's say this is our chapter 1. So we say okay, this is our chapter 1. So randomly, just for illustration purposes. Okay, so this is, let's say this is our chapter 2. Okay, this is our chapter 2. Let's say here this is our chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3. Then here, let's say we have our chapter 4 here. Okay, so you can have multiple things. Okay, so chapter 4, then let's take our conclusion to be chapter 5. Okay, let's say chapter 5. We say our reference will be chapter 6. Okay, so this is our document. Let's say for illustration, this is our document. Okay, these are effects of COVID-19. So I just generated it online just for illustration purposes. Okay, so now our table of content has to be here. So first of all, you set up headings. So like this, chapter 1. So you set up headings. These are headings. There is heading 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So you can set up headings according to your need. So let's say chapters will be using heading number 1 for chapters. Then the next thing below the chapter will set heading 2 like that. Then those which follow heading number 3. Those which follow heading number 4 like that consecutively. Okay? So chapters we say, okay, heading number 1, but most of the things, if you know, let me put a focusing mark. Okay, so now let's say chapter 1 is, when you come here, it's showing as blue color. You can customize this, so you can just right click on heading 1, then you come to modify, so you can change the color here to black, since most of the documents require black color. So you can change the font, the formatting inside. Mostly documents use Roman New Times, so you can even change the font already to 12. Okay, and you can say the chapter has to be in the middle. Okay, in the middle. So wherever you pick heading 1, it will bring in all the effects we've just set here. So we've set the color. So the color we've set to black. Okay, we've set color black. Okay, then we've changed the formatting, we've changed the size. We've also said it has to be bold. So you can do everything here. Then I think we are done here. You can click OK. So you can see that chapter 1 is at the middle. Okay, so let me see, let me increase the font a little bit, because it's a bit small in this case. Let's say, okay, font 18. Okay, let's try 18. What does it look? This font is what, 20? Okay, so let me just change the font to 20. So 20, so that the whole document is uniform. Okay, so 20. Okay, so heading we modify, we pick 20. Okay, great. So okay, so that's for heading number 1 or chapter 1. Then these subsequent ones, like effects of COVID-19 in Zambia, this one you can pick heading number 2 now, since these are subsequent ones. So you can modify heading number 2. We don't like the color, you need to have the formatting color, same color throughout the document, which is black. So you pick black. The font also, pick Roman New Times. Okay, the font. So you can do these at the end or at the beginning, but doing them at the end is a little bit tedious. So that wherever you pick, the beauty of modifying the heading beforehand, you don't have to redo it after finishing. Okay, so like that, you just click OK. So meaning this is now what, so this is, it will be a header number 2. This is header number 1, header number 2. Okay, so you just click here, you can see. So when you set it as a header with a header, it will appear like this. It will show you a little bit of a tilted triangle, showing that you've set it as a header. Okay, so next you can say, okay, let's say this should be our heading number 3. So we go to 3. So when you click on 3, you see the color is blue here. So again, you modify it. Okay, so you change the color, whichever color you want. Okay, but for this case we use black. Okay, then we can change, okay, the formatting. You can also change the font size to 20. Okay, like that. So this header number 1, the one which follows header number 2, header number 3. Okay, so these subsequent ones will just follow header number 3. because we've already set. So header number 1, 1, 2, 3 is this one. Okay, so you just pick 3. Okay, so now we go to chapter 2. So chapter 2, this is a new chapter, so you pick header number 1. So you just pick here. Now we don't modify anymore, since Word already knows that when you pick heading number 1, those commands we have set will automatically be applied here. So this one will pick header number 2. Okay, so you come here, header 1, header 2. So you pick that one, header 2. Then these which follow, you can pick, okay, let's say these are header number 3, so we pick header 3. So we are no longer changing because we have already changed. Okay, so this will be header number 3, so header 3. Okay, just like that. Then come to chapter, so we have chapter 3. So chapter 3, each chapter it has to be start with header 1. So you pick chapter 1. So chapter 3, header 1. Okay, it does even have a tilted triangle. So these you can pick header number 2, since 1 we've used 1. Yeah, so these headings depends on how your document is arranged. So you can have a lot of subsequent sections, and so you keep on reducing according to the number of sections. So chapter 4, you pick header number 1. This is a new chapter, so header number 1, you've seen it even brings it even centers the chapter. Okay, so these the subsequent ones, header number 2. So you just pick header number 2. So chapter 5. Okay, so chapter 5 is a new chapter. Pick header number 1. Okay, like that. Then this one, it has to be header number 2 now. This is a subsection. Yeah, header number 2. Okay, so now we come to chapter 6. So the way you write your document, each chapter has to start on a new page. Okay, so header number 1. Okay, this is chapter 6. Then this will be header number 2. Okay, header number 2. Yeah, so now that we've set our document, what do we do next? What do we do next? Okay, so what we do next now is let's include page numbers. Let's include page numbers in our document. So for that, you can insert page numbers. Okay. You insert page numbers. Where page numbers? This not here. Insert. Okay, here. So yeah, so you have page numbers here. So you pick the position of your page number. Do you want them at the top, at the bottom? Say which position of the margin? So let's say we want at the bottom. Okay, at the bottom, and we pick this one. Okay, yeah, so I like this page formatting. Okay, so now let's say this is our title page, or the first page. We don't want a page number here. We don't want a page number. We want one to start from here. So, okay, you can just say different. You pick this option, different first page. Okay, different first page. Let's see what happens when you pick different first page. Okay, so when you pick different first page, on our first page, there is no page number. But when you come to page 1, there is page 2. So now what it means is you need to change here on page numbers. So you click here and you go to format page numbers. So when you click on format page numbers, you say start from 0. You start from 0, so that on the first page it will be 0, but we've neglected it, let me say so. So you just say, okay, start from 0. So when you click start from 0, our page 1, okay, the cover page doesn't have a page number, and right after we have our page number 1 here. Okay, great. So that's how you put page numbers. Okay, so now you can cross the header here. So now we have our page numbers, we have set the titles. Now we are ready to create the topic of discussion which we wanted. Create a table of content. So now, how do we create a table of content? So now we are done putting up the headings. We've seen how we were changing modifying the different headings, modifying the colors and stuff. Okay, so now you come to references, this option, references here. Okay, let me try if I can use focusing. Okay, so under references, you come here where it says table of contents. So you just come here, you click here, and choose the desired table of content. So there is automatic 1, automatic 2. So it depends with the one you want. You can also customize it. Okay, so for this example, we'll pick automatic table 2. Okay, so let's see what happens after we've chosen automatic table 2. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, so we have a very, very nice table of content created for us. So we have a very, very nice table of content created for us. Like it's just in 2 seconds we have the table of content. Exactly. So it's that easy. So the beauty of doing this is, for example, you want to put new chapters. So you just write that chapter, you put headings, then you update. You just come to this table of content and you say update. You just update. Then it will update automatically. It will incorporate the newly added work. Okay, so that's it for today. So now you can customize the font here, like everything. You can customize, you can change the font and everything. Okay, so that's it for today. This is how you create a table of content as well as insert page numbers in your Word document. Okay, so thank you for listening and have a lovely night. Thank you.